Eurovision fan, are you ready for the show? Well, I don't even know if I'm excited. Let me level with y'all, okay? I am in such a zen state of like Eurovision 2023. And, the only things that are different about this year, in comparison to other years, or I should say recent Eurovision years for me, is that, I was real deep into the national selections. And, I haven't been bathing in the playlist like I normally do. And I wonder if I'm approaching this year's Eurovision much like I approached earlier years of myself and my journey of following the Eurovision Song Contest. So with that said, I probably should be better at predicting this year than I have been in any recent year. So yeah, we gotta get into some predictions. Hey, if you've never been to my channel before, welcome. If you love the Eurovision Song Contest, I think you will love my channel. So please take this opportunity to like this video and to subscribe. All right, y'all, well, we got to get down to business. So I am going to tell you, I feel like hopping into semifinal one, and normally if there's like a semifinal of death, I do the easy semi first and then I'll do like the semifinal of death. But this year I'm not going to do that because I'm going to be decisive. I'm going to be clear, and we're going to do this sort of like we did it last year with our jam board exercise. So we're going to be kind of doing this together. I'm going to have you sort of on my train of thought, if you will, with this year's journey. So without further ado, let's pull up the screen. All right, so we've got our screen up here. It might be a little bit small for you. So you know what? If you're watching this and this is not on the big screen, this is big screen territory. Okay, so I'm already going to say, if I've got it in green, I feel pretty good about it. So I am saying for sure, Sweden, Norway, Finland, and yes, Czechia are in. I'm feeling good about Serbia. Y'all know it's one of my favorite songs. Some people are kind of worried for it. I'm going to live in a world where I'm not, but I'm not going to put it in green. All right. And then what I've got here out for sure, I've got Azerbaijan, Malta, and Ireland. That's where I'm occupying right now. Now, let me say this about Azerbaijan. At Eurovision, I always say you can never count out a good-looking guy with a guitar. Okay? They're a real threat at Eurovision. Okay? A serious threat at Eurovision. And with Azerbaijan this year, they're giving us two, and they're twins. So there is something that I really do like about this song, and there's something really catchy, sweet, and like just authentic about it. So I will say I like the song. I just think in a semi this stacked, I'm concerned for it. Malta, if they were opening the semi as I would have had them opening the semi, I would feel a little bit more confident about it. But it's interesting because I feel like for a while in the fandom, we've been all saying like, dang, we all really like Malta. And just now all of the people who don't like it have decided to come out. And so maybe they didn't feel safe. Maybe it wasn't a safe space for them to be real about what they were feeling. But now we're living in a world where, yeah, Malta is not going to be able to advance in this situation. Ireland, I think if they were opening the semi, they could advance. Ireland, I'm not going to lie, there is still like a world where I could see them if they advanced. I wouldn't be surprised, but obviously if they did, it would be like a borderline territory type of situation. Because maybe some people are just looking for something really unifying and something that makes them feel united by music. And so if that's what they're feeling, they'll go with Ireland. Sweden, Norway, Finland, I think it's pretty obvious why I have them in my lock category, that they're in. I think it's pretty obvious why I think I have them there. So yeah, Sweden, Norway, Finland, they're making it through. Low key, honestly, Eurovision fans, we might not even have to pick up the phone and call for them. The locals will call for them. They will. But no, we should never be complacent. Call for your favorites. Okay, so let's do some movement. Now, because, I couldn't just give it to you. I have to, show you my train of thought. Now, I told you that I'd be worried for any song that's just a well-produced pop track. And maybe even worse if it's a slick on-stage performance. Because I think Europe could be in a mood where they're a little bit wanting for something that feels authentic, something that feels a little bit gritty. And Israel is not giving them any of that. So with Israel, I'm going to put them over here. I'm gonna move them. Oh, wait, no. We're not zooming in. Zoom out. Yeah, no. Give me my cursor back. I'm moving Israel over. But I'm putting them here. Because I don't know. I gotta follow my gut. Look, I like the song. I think she's gonna deliver it well on the stage. To me, this is more coming down to what Europe is feeling. And I don't know if Europe wants a well-produced pop track. Now, yes, Chanel had her moment last year. But is Noah gonna top what Chanel did? We'll have to find out. Okay. So then I'm gonna say, you know, I'm gonna go out on a limb here, and I'm gonna say the solid one that I feel moving on, Moldova. Moldova's moving on, and I think some people were worried about Moldova being sort of like sandwiched in between Israel and Sweden, but I actually think it works to its advantage. So Moldova, you're in. Next up, we're going to talk about this. I'm putting Portugal over. And I'm putting Portugal, and they're in the yellow. So my green is like a lock. I feel good about it. I know some of y'all worry about Czechia. I'm not. I think the song will carry it through. It's giving us something ethnic. It really is going to stand out in this semifinal. Like, truly. It's going to stand out. So, yeah. Czechia, you're in. Okay. So I've got 2 slots left, and then we got the fence. Y'all, we all love it. And we're worried the public won't love it. But I feel like people that are not in our Eurovision bubble that I've spoken to love it. And so I'm going to move Latvia over here. I don't feel that sure about it. I am shaky about it. But I'm thinking that there's a world where Latvia makes it. I know. I'm crazy. But this is a moment where I'm going to speak it into existence. And here's the thing. Like, I just think there's so many people that we're all worried for it. But we all like it. Like, and I've been saying this whole season. Like, we're all worried for it. But we all like it. So what does that tell us? Like, we need to pick up the phone and, like, vote for it. Like, that's the thing that we actually have to do. And, you know, I just think that this song really does stand out. And I think even if we're accounting locals, to me, Latvia's song actually is pretty local friendly. It's pretty radio friendly. So I'm going to say that Latvia makes it in. And maybe that's a controversial opinion. But it's a controversial opinion that I'm making. And I'm going to stand by it. Okay? And then y'all, now this is my debate. Because I feel like we have to get the Netherlands or Switzerland. But then, you know, so many people are just feeling like Croatia's a lock. So many people are feeling like it. And controversial opinion, and I'm going to say it with my whole chest, and this is not just because of my personal taste of the song, but there's something about Croatia that tells me if it makes it in, it's going to take either, if Croatia makes it, it's taking Moldova's slot, and we're going to end up, and let me just say, we're going to move Israel over. We're going to turn them into green. We're going to say that Israel's definitely making it. Because looking at this mix, we probably have room for one well-produced pop track. You know, yes, we've got Sweden, but that's a little bit like dark pop. You know what I mean? That's a little dark pop. You know, and Norway, well-produced pop track, but it's a little bit ethnic. It's like given sort of like a little bit of musical theater to it, to a little degree. And, you know, Israel is that kind of mainstream hit. So I'm going to let Israel, you know, scooch in with that mainstream hit. And I'm going to say that if they don't fall down, I'm going to say that the Netherlands makes it. Switzerland, if they make it, it's on the fence. It's on the fence. Let's almost move this down, just so there's no confusion. I'm saying my fence is Switzerland. And I'm saying Croatia might just miss out. Am I saying that? Here's the thing, y'all. I feel like if I listen to the noise, and I don't mean noise in a negative way, I think we're all just thinking Croatia's going to make it because of the odds and how the odds worked out and whatnot. So I think we're just thinking like, oh yeah, like, it's just going to make it because people are like, oh, it's really wacky. Well, here's the thing. There's something about Norway that's a little bit kitsch. Serbia is also giving us a little bit wacky. We also have We also have Portugal, I think, has personality. And Finland is giving us kind of out of the box. All of those are maybe like a more sonically pleasing journey. So let's say that. We might say, okay, politics. You know, they're singing the song. It has like a political message. There are going to be people who are like, yes, I want to like kind of poke fun at, you know, dictators and things like that. Like, I want to poke fun at it. And it's like, okay, but if we've got political songs, you know, then you've got Switzerland. So then are you saying Switzerland makes it? Or you're saying the political song that people are picking is Croatia? But here's the thing. I want Latvia to make it. So if this was, and I should just say, if this was my ideal contest, if you want to know, well, Alesia, what do you want to see happen? What I'd want to see happen would be this. So let me show you. What I'd want to see happen is like Switzerland's just out, and then we'd have maybe Israel, Netherlands on the fence, and then out Azerbaijan, Switzerland, and Ireland. This is what I would want to see happen. Because I want Sweden, I want Serbia, I want Norway, Finland, Czechia. I want Serbia, Moldova, Portugal, Malta, and Latvia. And honestly, I'm just glad that Croatia's not boring me. Like, at least it's not boring. Like, at least it has a strong point of view, and it's like saying something. And so off that alone, I'm like, okay, you could get in. But I wonder if the bombast of Croatia might be too much for viewers at home. But then I also wonder if Latvia is just coming too early in the show, and that then people end up forgetting it. If you're asking me what I think will happen, this is what I think will happen. So take your screenshot out, screenshot it. These are my predictions for what will happen at semifinal 1. But I do it with one asterisk. I think that there is a real world where the Netherlands is out and Latvia gets to be just memorable enough. And that's what we get. But I hesitate in living in that world because Europe loves a duet. Europe loves a duet. And so Latvia might have to miss out, and the Netherlands makes it in, and then Malta maybe just gets forgotten. And so then Switzerland, really Latvia with the edge. Well, really, yeah, no, Switzerland probably has the edge. And then it's Latvia. So if you ask me what I think is likely to happen, this is probably the layout. It's probably like Switzerland maybe getting the edge just because Remo's a strong vocalist. He comes pretty late in the show. People will remember it even if they don't necessarily want to pick up the phone and call for it. Like, people will remember it. And then Latvia just coming too early in the show ends up getting forgotten. The Netherlands having that pimp slot at the end, and the fact that Europe loves a duet, then we get this. But again, I think there's a real world where if the Netherlands gets too complacent, isn't thoughtful enough about that staging, isn't thoughtful about having chemistry sessions between Dion and Mia, which that is a real thing. You can have chemistry sessions just so you can build sort of that intimacy so that when you get on the stage, like, you're emoting that and you're showing that. If they do not put in that work and they just think like, well, look, we've been qualifying, then, you know, then Latvia is coming in there and taking your spot. I would hope. And the reason why I say that Latvia has more of the potential to take their slot is because I do think the Tuesday voting public tends to be more fan heavy. And I think a lot of people love Latvia. I really do. I really do. And so I'm saying that this could happen right here. This could happen. But if the Netherlands gets complacent and they just think we don't have to listen to anybody because we got a song written by a Eurovision winner, Latvia is coming there with the scoop. Latvia is coming there with the scoop. I think Switzerland, the running order, it's better for them. But I think next to Croatia is killing it. I think it's just going to end up feeling too boring. Y'all, that was hard. That was hard. But also, you know how I feel? I feel so at ease because we are so much closer to Eurovision 2023. Oh my goodness. That was hard. That was hard. I did it. I made it. I don't know. Well, those are my semi-final one predictions. Okay? And, I was a little bit risky. With it. And, I've got one caveat. With it. Let me throw it up again just so you can screenshot it. Hold me to it. I got one caveat. The Netherlands, you're on thin ice. Because Latvia is ready to come right in here. And honestly, I'd feel okay with this. But that's also the reason why I'm like, if I feel okay with this, then I probably need to get comfortable with this. You know what I'm saying? Well, those are my predictions. What do you think? Drop down and talk to me in the comments below. Do you agree with my prediction? Talk to me in the comments below. Do you disagree? That's okay too. Talk to me in the comments below. This is a conversation. And you know what? I'm so excited for Eurovision 2023. Don't forget to like this video and please don't forget to subscribe. I have so much content coming for you. Thanks. Bye.